Let's review some of our rhythm patterns and symbols that we've got. For this activity, you are going to need your drumsticks, your rhythm sticks from your toolkit. If you don't have your toolkit, any other sticks that are wood or plastic would be just perfect. Pencils, markers, pens, any two of those would be just fine. But if you've got your rhythm sticks, grab them now. The other thing that I would recommend, but that's not required, is a paperback book, any paperback book. Mine is called Teach Like a Pirate, and that makes a good surface for tapping your sticks on, because sometimes if you've got carpet on your floor or something, your sticks don't make very much noise. So if you don't have them already, go ahead and grab your sticks and maybe your optional book. Pause the video while you run and grab those, and then come on back and we'll do some rhythm reading. All right, before we start looking at our patterns, let's just do a little bit of a reminder about using our sticks appropriately. Like we talked about, our tools are important and we want to take good care of them. If you use tools as if they're toys, you could end up breaking your tools or you could end up hurting yourself. Your sticks especially, they're just wood with some paint on the outside. If you hit them too hard, they could break. So let's take care of them and learn how to hit gently but with a good firm sound. You don't ever want to be coming way up above your arms, just little wrist motions. Let's try a few patterns here. Bum, 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 bum. We could do alternating, hands alternating like that. Try another pattern with alternating. Bum, 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 bum. Or we could do hands together as well. Bum, 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 bum. You can choose whatever you want. Mostly I'm going to do alternating throughout this activity. Okay, let's take a look at some of our symbols here for a second. We've got this one stem, one note head that makes one sound on one beat. Its name is a quarter note. Everybody say quarter note. And our quarter note in music class, when we clap and say rhythms, we usually just say do. Try that. That's our syllable for a quarter note. Do. These ones, however, there are two stems and two note heads stuck together, so they come together in a pair usually, like this. And they are called eighth notes. Say eighth notes. Because two of them happen together on the same beat, we're going to say do day. Say that. Do day. So quarter note was do, and eighth notes are do day. We always say do on the beat, so it'll always be do or do day. All right, but we also had this symbol that we've been using before, and you should remember that that is called a rest. Specifically, this one is a quarter rest because it's the same length as a quarter note. It's still one beat, but it's a rest. So we're going to just say rest or shh or something and not clap. You can put your hands out, put your hands back to your shoulders. So rest or quarter rest. And finally, we have this one here. Looks a lot like the quarter note, but the note head is empty inside, which is telling us that it is twice as long. It's one sound, but it fills two beats. So it's called the half note. Say that. And for our half note, we often would say either do, counting out two beats, say that. Or we did call it stretch as well, because that's what it does, it stretches. Quarter note, eighth notes, quarter rest, and half note. Those are the symbols we're going to be using today. Go ahead and grab your sticks, one in each hand. Don't get out of control. Let's try some patterns here. Here's our first one. Now to make this simple, just for review, I'm going to play it and you can copy it back as soon as I'm done. Check it out there. We've got eighth notes and quarter notes in combination. We've got do, day, do, day, do. Go. Stop. When we do my turn, your turn, make sure you don't play on my turn, but do play on your turn, which means you have to stop at the end. Even if you make a mistake, stop. I'll give you another try if it's a tricky one. Also important, whenever we are saying rhythms, I need you to say it out loud with your voice as well as play it with your instruments. Play and say together all the time, unless Mr. Yava says not to. Let's try this one again. My turn, then your turn. Say while you play. Do, day, do, day, do. Cool, let's do some more. I'm going to put one stick down so I can move on our rhythms as we go. You can play with both hands though. My turn. Do, do, day, do, do. Do you see how that rhythm makes sense for what we said? Quarter note, eighth notes, quarter, quarter. Do, do, day, do, do. Good. Hopefully these are all easy and you remember all of this from last year. All right, moving on to the next one. We've got do, do, day, do, day, do. Let's keep moving. Do, day, do, day, do, day, do. Do, day, do, day, do, do. Aha, here's one with a rest in it. So, copy this pattern. Do, rest, do, day, do. It's very important that even if you say rest out loud, you do not tap your instrument because it's resting. It doesn't make any sound. Try again. Do, do, day, do. Try another one with some rests. Do, day, do, do. Nice job. Let's keep moving along. Do, day, do, day, do, rest. Do, do, day, do, do, day. That one might have caught you by surprise because it ends with a pair of eighth notes, do, day. So it does not make a very good cadence or ending sound. If it caught you by surprise, be ready this time. Let's do it one more time. Do, do, day, do, do, day. Do, day, do, 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 day. Do, rest, do, do, day. That's a tricky one as well, so I'll give us another chance in case you messed it up. My turn. Do, rest, do, do, day. Ooh, interesting. What have we got going on here? Well, that line that's curved underneath those two quarter notes is called a tie, and it is tying those notes together, which means that it will sound like two quarter notes combined into one long sound, which we already said is the same thing as a half note. Our quarter notes tied together and our half note are the same stretched sound. Now wait a second. If we have drumsticks, we can't really play a long sound. Let me show you. Let's see how long I can make this sound. That wasn't very long. Yeah, it just goes away very quickly. There's no vibrations left. So when you're playing rhythm sticks or drumsticks or any kind of drum that plays a short sound, often you will play long notes as a roll. Those slash marks through the stem, turn it into a roll like this. Fast, short movements. See how small you can make it, because if you're trying to go big and loud, you won't be able to play it nice and tight and steady. Try that again. So our pattern for this one is do, do, day, do. Try it. One more time. Do, do, day, do. All right, let's keep moving on. Let's use some half notes here. We're going to take the slashes away because we know what we're playing for our drumsticks. Try this one with the half note. My turn, your turn. Do, day, do, do. Next one. Do, do, day, do. Do, do, day, do, day. Tricky. Here's one with a little bit of everything. Do, rest, do. All right. Thanks for doing that review with me. We will be doing some rhythm patterns in the future, so now you know what to look for. Thanks.